Thank you for listening to our Cruddy Podcast. My name is Jim. I'll be your DM tonight.
My name is Lewis. I play Ritz, the Goblin Cleric.
Thank you for listening. My name is Kat, and I play Wren the Tiefling Warlock.
Hi, my name is Heather. I play Lyra the Half-Elf Rogue.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I play Bramblespore the Gnome Druid.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I play Sal the Warforged Fighter.
Sapper, I need you to play along with me. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy who?
Happy birthday, Sapper. It's your birthday. In case everybody didn't know, it's Sapper's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
So we've got a special happy birthday themed D&D session just for you tonight. And it all starts at a slumber party with everybody's favorite tiefling in the Arcane Circle.
One second, I'm trying to pull up the live stream of this wrestling match so I can tell you the second.
But I'm assuming everybody remembers what happened last week with the big wizard guy.
Oh yeah, and he's the one that's going to give us the items, right?
Well, you didn't ask about it, and you were introduced to the member of the Arcane Circle that is going to be helping you.
With magic items.
Nope. You met Merrick Swiftwind, and he is kind of your team leader, and he invited you all for a slumber party. That's where we ended last session. After, Wren tried to blast him twice. Well, blasted him once and tried to blast him again. This is where we start back in the library, and you were just invited to a sleepover with your new teammate, Merrick Swiftwind.
Invited, so it hasn't happened yet?
No. If you want to come over, I can lead you the way now.
I like to insight him. What kind of sleepover is he really trying to have? I'm a very small creature.
Roll insight.
Ooh, that's a 10. That's a big number. That's double digits.
He seems sincere. He just wants friends and to have a little bit of fun.
Oh, he's never had friends before. Now I really feel like we have to. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think we have much choice right now.
All right, Senpai, let's go.
All right. So he's going to start walking and eventually lead you to a door that leads outside of the library that you were in. And it kind of feels like you're walking through some sort of portal, like magical portal, and you are now in what looks to be anybody that's ever gone to college and just seen rows of dormitory rooms.
Yeah, nope.
He is leading you down a hallway full of different rooms, and you get to the end of the hallway, and there is a very large door that he pushes open and gestures towards the inside. He's like, come on, you gotta meet everybody.
Okay.
It's everybody.
I walk through.
Is this the rest of the team we're going to be fighting with?
Oh no, that's a whole nother team. That is absolutely not a group that we're going to really get along with right now, because if we win, they don't go out and graduate. So they're not going to be happy to meet you. But this is, and then he looks around and gets a confused look on his face as if he was expecting somebody to be waiting. And he claps his hand twice, and two shirtless guys with masquerade masks come running up, and they are I'm not even done talking. Why are you laughing? And one of them is holding a tray full of drinks.
Oh, goodness.
And the other one has a bunch of warm napkins with tongs. And he claps his hands and goes, Come! We have Brandon and Brent. Feel free to grab a drink and we'll come on inside.
I take a drink and a towel.
As do I.
Yeah, I slowly walk in and I guess I take a drink and a towel.
How hot is this hot towel?
It is lukewarm, like where it's not hot enough to hurt you, but definitely hot enough to feel really relaxing.
I put it on my bald head.
I'll stand in between Ren and the guy with the drink tray, and then help Ren into the room.
I make sure I grab 2 drinks, one for me, one for Ren.
She's gonna be peeking kind of through Sal's arm and just can I kind of dart my hand through behind Sal and grab it from was that Riz?
Yep.
Try to grab it from Riz without Sal noticing.
Oh,
Slide a hand.
let's
Stealth?
roll stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
and then Sal, can you roll perception for me? Oh, wait, actually.
Oh fuck.
Damn it.
So for anybody that can't hear, Ren got a 19 and Sal got a 20, which is
Unfair.
You mean anybody that can't see?
No, they couldn't hear it either. It was all online. You didn't hear that roll. But Sal, yeah, you see her try and dart her arm over and take a spare drink that Ritz picked up for her.
All right, I'm going to scoop her up in one arm and hold her on my hip and just walk into the room.
All right.
She's going to be like going over his shoulder like a toddler, just like, no, yeah.
Merrick's going to wave his hand and it's like, all right, we got the party started. And then he's going to turn around and he jumps and he screams. He's like, ah! And he falls right on the floor. And then he gets up. I'm so sorry about that. That darn thing scares me every time I see it. And he points to a calendar.
Does it move?
Nope. Just appears to be a normal calendar.
I say mimic says what?
And Merrick's going to be like, what? What are you saying?
Is that what the calendar said?
No, Merrick said that. Calendar is a calendar. It's just a calendar.
Okay, what day is it?
It's not marked off. If you look at it closely, you'll tell that it's like an old calendar.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the current date and time.
Okay, I ignore it.
Yeah, he stands up and brushes himself off. He goes, yeah, it's a little scary because every time I look at it, it has numbers on every day. And then he shoots a look over to both of the guys that are holding the drinks, to Brendan and, what was it, Brent, I just said?
Yes.
Brandon and Brent. And he looks at them, and they drop their trays and start laughing, but it doesn't sound like normal laughter. It almost sounds like chuckling birds. And he's like, see, jokes are good. Come on in. Come on. I got games that we can play, and I've got beds that you can all sleep on. It's gonna be wonderful.
So
Is there
about this contest,
Go ahead.
About this contest tomorrow.
Yes. What about it?
What do we need to know about it?
I don't know. I haven't gone through it. It's different for every year. Every graduating class, they get different sets of tests. Usually, it's tests of strength or tests of intelligence or tests of skill. Or one time, it was just a test of willpower where they offered them something and they just had to say no. But I guess the whole theory is that it's supposed to test your ability to adapt on the fly. And you can't do that if you spend the whole time studying for it. So I figure we just party, and then we go do whatever they put in front of us tomorrow.
Do you know what luck is, Merrick?
Maybe. What do you think it is?
Something we don't have.
Luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
I just thought it was what happened when you win at card games. And then he pulls out a deck of cards from his pocket. Huh?
I should have stabbed that first wizard.
What?
So what are we playing?
Oh, we can play this one game that's like called 21. You first to get 21 on these cards. They're great, but you put money and you can't go over 21, and it's awesome. I learned about it in a book.
I'd like to put my hand out for the cards. Can I see?
And he hands you the pack of cards.
What do they look like?
They look like pieces of paper that he wrote a bunch of numbers on.
Okay, I take some out and I put the amount of 21 in front of me. I win.
Wait, is that how you play?
I put my hand out for money.
Is that how you play? I've not had a chance to play before.
Well, yeah. Use first to 21. This equals 21. We'll keep it small. I'll take 5 gold.
Can I see the cards?
I hand them over.
I take a 2 and a 1 and I place them so that they show 21. I win.
Wait.
Can Rin just be like reaching over Sal, like, cards two, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep you from drinking. You can do whatever the hell else you want.
Bramblespore, give her the cards. Let her play too.
Sure, here you go.
I'm still waiting for my 5 gold.
As am I.
Lyra's just back along the wall observing all this.
What does Ren do with the cards?
I am trying to do math.
When you get to 23.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of a way to have it count for Sal too, so she could, like, take his coin. Coin out of hers. It's like, me and friend have 2 and 1, so that means we both win.
No. I'm not playing.
No, I have the 2 and the 1.
She's putting her hand over his, like, face hole. No, like, we work as team. Like, he has 2 cards, I have 1 card, so...
That's a good call. Can I have the cards?
She's...
After you pay.
I want to play too.
You owe all of us first.
Okay, but I want to play first too.
No, that's not how it works.
Okay, he wants to play the first 2. I take the first 2 cards off the top and give it to him.
Okay, he looks at them, and they are... Okay, well, ChatGPT, come here. Hold on. Luckily, I just so happen to have ChatGPT out.
I think you should roll for your cards.
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, roll a d20.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to have ChatGPT do it. It's just going to take me a minute, because I got to sign back in.
I think because it's Sapper's birthday, he should pick the 2 cards you get.
Yeah, I think that's a great roll. Good house roll.
All right, so it looks like the first D20 roll is 15, and the second D20 roll is 6. That is...
Oh, shit.
21.
What card is a 15?
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's a 15 card in there. He's all hand drawn. And he goes, look, I won 2, so you all owe me 5 gold.
No, you pick one person to owe you.
No, she just said you're playing as a team.
Her and Sapper.
Yeah,
but you're all...
but I get his coin, because, it's 2 pulls, but one wallet.
It's not my fault. We all picked you to pay us gold. Now you pick one of us to pay you gold. That's just how the game is.
I'll pick myself 2 to pay us gold. And that way, when none of us get paid, we're all bonding as a team.
We need to find better contracts.
Wait. If you pay each of us the 5 gold that you owe us, then we can each give you 1 gold, and that'll be 5 gold as a team.
Yeah,
like a
that's
persuasion
actually
roll.
good. That's a give me a persuasion roll. Yeah,
Guidance.
18?
that actually makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so he gives each of you 5 gold,
All right, I'm adding 4 gold to my inventory.
and he puts a hand out. He's like, 5 gold now.
I give 1.
I give him 1.
I give him 1.
And I'll give him 1.
I was not playing this game.
But he gave you 5 gold.
Fine, I hand over 1.
Thank you.
You sound
Really?
discouraged over free gold.
I don't trust things.
I don't know why you wouldn't trust me. I told you we're a team. We're trying to bond. On that note, and he's going to throw the cards in the air, and he's going to dip down into looks like a little linen closet. I'll be right back. And then he's going to go, get them anything they ask for. And the 2 guys come running up, and they are now standing in front of you, looking almost expectantly, like puppies, going with their heads tilted, waiting for a command.
I want a sandwich.
I want the key the Archmage took from us.
And the 2 of them start pushing each other, and one of them stands in front of Ritz, and the other one is standing in front of Bramblespore, and then he looks at the one in front of Ritz, and he pushes the one in front of Ritz, and stands in front of Ritz, and then they start pushing each other, and then...
Lyra in the side goes, Brendan, I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna call you guys the boys. Boys, stop running into each other.
Roll me a persuasion.
I quit.
17.
They both stop, and they look up at you, and they make like a bird noise. Huh?
What kind of bird would you describe this as?
You're going to have to give me a nature check.
Full 20. How's that sound?
Well, you would distinctly recognize it as a peacock sound.
Northern or southern?
It's going to be one of each. One sounds... Brandon sounds northern, and Brent sounds southern. And but it sounds like a peacock sound made by a person. It's weird.
I would say, the northern and southern peacock sounds. Very rare creatures. Make great pets.
And they both go running off into the kitchen. Who would have been the closest to, say, the linen closet when you walked in? You're in a giant open room. I'm assuming, based on Sal's previous stuff, he kind of stands back. I know Lyra stood back and hung out against the wall. Would anybody who would have gone the deepest into the room?
And Ren is being held captive, I think, still. Like a toddler.
More like being cradled.
No, you were full on like under the arm. But once we got past the drinks, I would have let you down.
She's probably like stomped into the room a little bit.
So it's either going to be Ritz or Bramblespore. Who would have gone in first then?
I'm trusting, why not?
Cool. Give me a perception check.
16's pretty good.
All right. You see a flash of white. Does a 16 hit your AC?
No. What the hell?
No.
Nope.
So you feel so it's not going to hurt you, which it wasn't probably going to hurt you. But can I also have you make a athletics check? I realize this is a lot of checks. I apologize.
Ooh, 17.
Beautiful. You feel, and you see a flash of white as a bag of linen filled with feathers comes swinging fast from around the corner at the back of your head. And it almost knocks you over, but you're able to steady yourself. And it doesn't hurt you at all. And Merrick is standing there going, "Ha-ha, I've heard this is fun." And he chucks a bunch of bags full of feathers at everybody. Who's going to join me?
I duck behind Sapper.
Oh, this could be fun. I'll
I wanna
snatch
play.
one of the pillows out of the air.
He gestures to all of you. Come on, pick up the pillows.
Lyra will pick up a pillow.
I grab one.
Okay.
So is it every man for himself, or are we doing teams?
Well, I mean, you did say we're a team.
Yeah, we decided we were all a team, and you're a team, so...
Wait, just me versus the 5 of you?
If you insist, then I'll hit him.
And give me an attack roll. Like just a standard D20 roll with your strength.
Just strength, not strength and proficiency. Or no, it's an improvised weapon. That's right.
I was gonna say, unless you're proficient with pillow fights,
How do you know he's not?
I have
Can
access to all of your.
Can I
Your
mage
character sheets.
hand a
Right.
pillow and throw it at him?
17.
Oh, you hit him and it knocks him down, and Wren throws a pillow at him, and he's like on the ground, and he landed in a weirdly seductive pose, like he's got his arm underneath his head and his leg in the air, and he yells out, "Boys!" And Brent and Brandon come running in from the other room with dual wielding these linen sacks of feathers, and they're just gonna start swinging at everybody.
Well, fortunately, I am proficient in pillow fights, so
What?
check the notes on my character sheet.
You're prepared.
Lyra's gonna swing at one of the boys, I guess.
Give me a D20 with strength.
I know, my strength is +0, so 12.
That one of the which one were you swinging at, Brent or Brandon?
Brent.
So Brent ducks under, and then he is going to come up, and
Uppercut.
that's what he's going to try and do. I'm just getting some sort of dice that I can roll. There we go.
So it looks like he's going to take an attack against Lyra. I'll use my shield to impose disadvantage on the attack.
Aw. Does a 10 hit your AC, Lyra?
Nope.
So he swings an uppercut at you, and you dodge completely.
I would like to swing at the other boy.
Go ahead.
13.
That one is also going to miss, and Brendan is going to, since you're a little lower, you swing, and he does a jumping split, and then on his way down, he's going to try and thwack you, but
With
a
the
7 does
pillow,
not
I
hit
hope.
your AC. Yes, with a pillow. 7 doesn't hit your AC, right,
It does
Bramblespore?
not. It
Okay,
does
so
not.
he swings at you, but he's in the air and no weight behind it, so he just misses as he's on his way down. And Merrick's gonna stand back up, and he is got the biggest smile on his face. He's loving this, and he goes, "Last one to not get hit wins." And he's going to take a swing at the person closest to him. That is a 15. Does that hit your AC, Ritz?
Nope.
So he swings at you, and you're able to dodge. And now I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy. For a pillow fight.
Yep.
8. 20.
12.
21.
16.
All right, Ritz, it is your turn. You are standing next to Merrick, who just swung at you and missed.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bless on. We'll go Sal, me, and Lyra. And then my bonus action will be my Spirit Weapon. That's it. Oh, I
That's
cast
it?
Shield of Faith on myself as my bonus action. Now that's it.
All right, Lyra.
I'm gonna take another swing at Brent, I guess, because it's probably closest to me still.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, 19.
All right, that hits Brent. Describe how you hit Brent with your pillow.
So I'm kind of gonna swing up with the pillow, catch him under the jaw, so his head kind of snaps back a little bit, and go black. And there's a few puffs of feathers that fly out of the pillow as I hit him into the air.
So you literally lift him off the ground with that pillow swipe, and he lands and just kind of falls backwards. And then he starts to try and scramble to get up, and you just hear Merrick, "No! You got hit, you stay down." and he looks like a dog that just got yelled at, and he goes back to pretending to be unconscious on the ground. And it is now Sal's turn.
All right. I'm going to go to hit Merrick again. And Bless is, what, a plus?
D4.
plus a D4. Right.
Yep.
So 19 plus a D4. 20.
You were
Hit
hitting
Merrick.
Brandon. Oh, Merrick, you're
Yep,
moving over to
hit
Merrick.
Yep.
All right, hold on. So you are going to swing at Merrick.
Yep.
And it is going to go right through him.
Oh, this is
Through
why I
him?
hate it.
Yep. Which means Bramblespore, it's your turn.
I'll action surge and go hit the other boy too.
Aw. Okay, go ahead.
I don't think that one's gonna work so well. 7, 9 to hit.
That does not hit. So he's able to sidestep the swing. Now Bramblespore, it's your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to try to hit. Is it Brandon?
Yep, Brandon's the boy that's up.
15.
That does it.
Right.
Describe how you hit this boy.
I spin around and swing the pillow so I can get some momentum behind it. Smacks him in the side of the head. Feathers go flying everywhere. He goes down.
Beautiful. This boy is now down, and it is Merrick's turn. So you're all going to hear laughing. And then I need everybody in the room to make a wisdom saving throw.
That doesn't sound like a pillow fight. 21?
3.
Plus covers saves too, doesn't it?
Yeah, cover saves too.
23.
Yeah, I forgot bless. Hang on. So 7.
All right, so everyone who rolled under a 16, which looks like everybody but Ritz and Bramblespore,
Yeah.
you are now going to feel a little bit of fuzzy head. You're a little bit fuzzy in the face, and you see every other person in the room also looks like Merrick, except for the two of you that are not affected. So Wren, Sal, and Lyra, every other body in the room appears to be Merrick.
Oh boy, what's going on?
And now it is Wren's turn.
I don't like.
And you see a whole bunch of Merricks.
Didn't we
Are we
have
different
Merrick?
sizes? Oh, sorry, not even me.
What if what can I try to figure out which one is Merrick?
How would you do that? You gonna try and like touch, or
No, can I yell at him telepathically?
you gonna just look at one of them and do it, or are you specifically thinking of the actual Merrick?
Thinking of the actual Merrick.
Does that give you the ability to pinpoint where they physically are?
It just says you can telepathically speak to any creature you see in front of you within 30 feet.
Okay, go ahead. You can talk to him telepathically.
So what I was thinking was like reaching out to Merrick and going, "Hey!" and seeing like if he jumped, and then being like that one.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead. And so you reach out and yell at him in his head.
Yeah.
All right. None of the Merricks in front of you seem to jump, but also you only see 4 Merricks in front of you. You're gonna just swing at one, hope you get lucky, or
Might be friend.
that's player knowledge, not character knowledge.
Has anybody moved since we were all turned into Merrick?
Nope.
Okay. I guess she's going to use Mage Hand and throw a pillow, like, pick up a pillow behind the Merrick that is most in front of her and whack it on the head, like, from behind.
Okay, roll me the strength roll.
Red.
Okay, so that is going to be against Lyra.
I'm sorry.
Ow!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, so that does not hit Lyra,
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Yay!
Okay, no, it does not hit me.
So Lyra, one of the Merricks swings at you, and you are able to duck and dip out of the way.
No, I didn't swing at her. I picked up a pillow behind
Oh,
her
sorry.
and whacked it.
Hey, you
on her
sensed
head.
a pillow come flying from behind you. That's what I meant. That's exactly what I said. Were you planning to do anything else? Movement?
Yeah, I guess she's going to move like 15 feet backwards towards the wall.
So she backs up towards like the wall and door where you
Yeah.
guys came in.
Yeah.
And so Ritz and Bramblespore, you see Wren's mage hand pick up a pillow and whip it at Lyra, and Lyra dodge it. Everybody else just saw one Merrick back up after a pillow went flying through the air at another Merrick, except for you, Lyra, who knew it came at you. And Ritz, it's your turn. Ritz.
Alright, so do I sense any kind of magic that happened?
No, unless you feel like you would have, but it's nothing that you would have like actively felt because you weren't affected by it.
Alright, I guess I'm going to take a swing at the one Merrick that I can see.
You do not see a Merrick. You see,
Oh, just everybody else.
yeah, you saw a Merrick that got swung through, and then that just kind of disappeared.
Can I do a perception check to check the room?
Yeah.
20.
you see a lamp that you don't remember being there when you walked in.
I'm gonna nonchalantly walk towards it and be like, where'd he go? He was just here. Everybody stay sharp. And I'm gonna spin around and swing and try and hit it with the pillow.
Go ahead, roll.
19.
Oh, that hits him. You describe how you thwack this light that you were swinging at.
Guess it'd be more like hip area because I'm kind of short. It's gonna be like a overhead one swing around and wham.
And you hit him, and the lamp immediately turns into Merrick, and he falls to the floor. And then all of the rest of you see everybody turn back to normal, and they no longer look like Merrick.
I win.
And Merrick goes, "No, I'm just out. You got to keep going."
Our team won.
No, it's every man for himself now. Gotta know which one of you is the best.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. So, Lyra, it is your turn.
Does Lyra realize that the Merrick that swung at her is now Wren?
Yep.
Okay. Lyra's gonna lightly throw the pillow that she's holding at Wren.
Well, Wren realized that it wasn't Merrick, it was Lyra.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
As she's saying.
yeah, while Lyra's throwing, Grizz just sorry, that was him.
Lyra's going, what the crap?
Didn't mean, accident.
Give me that strength roll, Lyra.
Oh God.
I got a 5.
No.
Okay, didn't hit her.
I'm gonna go skip next up to Sal. Are you continuing to play, or are you gonna...
Yeah, one of the boys is still up, so I'm going to hit him.
No, they both got... Didn't they both get?
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
down.
It's
Oh,
just
they're both
us.
down?
It's just
and
us.
Merrick's down. Yeah, it's just you guys now.
I'm going to look over at Merrick. I kind of want to hit him again.
But I'm out.
How many of them? There are just 5 of us left, right?
Merrick's gonna pipe up and be like, if you don't want to play, how about the winner gets to be the leader tomorrow?
Let's see here.
I dropped concentration on Bless, by the way.
I'll take a swing at Lyra.
Go for it.
9.
I don't think that works. Lyra, does a
No.
9 hit your AC? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Nope, Lyra ducks and goes, what the crap? Again.
As much of an insufferable prick as he is, this actually isn't that bad of an idea. Admit it, you're having a little bit of fun, aren't you?
Lyra kind of just grumbles, yeah, whatever, fine.
And Bramblespore, it's your turn now.
So I'm going to swing at Sal.
Do it up.
Ooh, does an 8 hit?
Just misses.
Damn,
Uh.
so close.
Well, we are back to Wren.
Even though he's out, can Wren hit Merrick?
You can try.
She's just gonna grab another pillow with Mage Hand and just pick it up from behind him and just try to slam it down on his head. That's a strength check.
Yeah, I'm gonna still have you do a strength check.
Alright. My whole -1. Come on, baby. Oh, for fuck's sake, Wren.
Yeah, he just kind of rolls out of the way and is like, hey, I'm already out.
Don't care.
That's rude.
Okay. Can she try to throw it?
Yeah, because the mage hand your bonus action?
Oh, I can do a bonus action?
I mean, is controlling the mage hand your bonus action, or does that count as an action once it's already out?
Oh, it's alright. It's an action. I don't...
Oh, well then no. You've
my
already
own-
done your thing.
Damn it. My only bonus action is Hex, and I don't think he wants me to Hex him.
No, he doesn't want you to hit him with a pillow again either. He's already out. But he
So
also
any-
didn't want you to blast him with an Eldritch Blast the other day.
Well, you shouldn't have popped up right behind her when she was already not happy. Boundaries and consent are important things.
Can't argue that. Fine. But at this point, the boys are starting to crawl away like ghillie crawl, like you'd see in the military. They're just kind of crawling away over towards Merrick, and it is Ritz's turn,
I'm just gonna swing at the closest person.
which
Right,
I
right.
think is Bramblespore.
Yeah, why not?
Do it to it.
13.
Bramblespore, does that hit you?
Yeah, my AC is 13.
Ah.
Mhm.
So you get nailed, and Merrick yells, "Okay, you gotta go down."
I fall down.
My apologies, Bramblespore.
We were friends.
Lyra, it is your turn.
Alright, Lyra starts to crack a smile for the first time as she swings at Sal. Or swings back at Sal, I guess. Oh, come on! I got a 2. It whiffs, apparently.
Picked the wrong time to try to take a drink.
So Lyra takes a whiff at you and just kind of misses, and it is your turn.
Alright. Let's see, I attacked Lyra last time. Who's closer to me, Wren or Ritz?
Ritz, because Wren ran away after using her mage hand on Lyra.
I'll swing at Ritz. That's not
for
what I
it.
wanted. That's
Damn it.
20.
Yep, that hits.
What do you do?
I'll make this big show, like winding way back, swing over his head, and then at the last minute I'll just kind of like twist my wrist and hit him on the butt.
Ritz, do you voluntarily go down to the ground?
I do, over dramatically. And my cloak bellows as I'm laying on the ground.
So now it is Ren's turn, and it is just Ren, Lyra, and Sal still standing.
I cast Bless on Ren.
I was going to say, I think the problem is this is Cat. This isn't Ren. I have a -1 to my strength.
This is fine.
It's okay. I only have a +0, so I'm really not that far off from you.
So I'm pretty like I think Sal is probably like 20.
I'm only at a 17.
So I would need to roll an 18 or higher.
Oh no, my AC is 19.
Okay, so I
No,
would
you
need
have to
to
get in
roll
that
a
20.
Yeah. No, even nat 20 is the only way you can do it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Oh wait, since that's not happening, I'll check it at Sal, or I'll use another mage hand and check it at Sal.
okay, go ahead and roll.
But very, very lazily. 4. I would have laughed so hard if that was a nat 20.
It would have
I
been
was
so
expecting
perfect.
it to be a 20.
So you throw it, and it doesn't even make it to Sal. It
Yeah,
just falls like
That was
at his feet.
that was a very obvious, just like boof.
And the boys are continuing to gilly crawl over to Merrick. And it is Ritz is down, Lyra's turn.
Alright, Lyra's gonna toss a pillow at Ren. Is 18.
Oh nope, it's gonna it's gonna smack her in the face.
I was gonna say it's not a very hard throw, but it's enough to go towards you, and if you're gonna whiff trying to catch it, then yeah, it smacks you in the face.
Do you go down willingly?
Yeah, she grabs it as it hits her and sits down with the pillow.
Sal, it is your turn.
Lyra's gonna go, come on, man, you know you want to hit me.
You're the only one up.
Yeah, I know.
Keep clicking that. 14.
Oh,
Oof. Then we're going to switch it back to Lyra. We're going to go back and forth until we get a winner, or until somebody quits.
Lyra's gonna swing back at Sal. 18. It does not.
Back to Sal.
Oh,
19.
that hits me.
That swing.
Sal's just like, I'm not kidding now, bitch. This one's for real.
That one was kind of close.
Lyra puts the back of her hand to her forehead and kind of pretends to faint backwards and fall on hopefully a pile of pillows.
And with that, you're going to hear just a gentle golf clap from the corner of the room. And you will see Merrick, who is now sitting on a couch made out of Brandon and Brent. They are like on their hands and knees, while Brandon is on his hands and knees as like the bed of like the couch cushions, and then Brent has got his knee up with his hands out, and that is where the elbow of Merrick is sitting, as he's just kind of sitting there clapping, going, "Good job, congratulations, that was fantastic, Sal. You, I can see you're gonna do pretty good tomorrow."
All right, man. You're a jackass, but that was kind of a good idea.
I told you, sleepovers are fantastic.
Yeah. Couple notes. You try way too hard at everything, and whatever that's just sitting on people construction are. That's creepy as fuck, man.
It looks comfy.
This is over the table. Warrior Man, do you watch Westworld?
No.
Oh, that's in the last season.
Were you trying to figure out what I'm referencing?
Yeah, I thought it was
The
a
reference is wrestling.
I know.
Oh,
There are 3 people in this group that know exactly what I'm referencing. Hold on.
How's that fight against Darth Vader going?
Let me see if I can throw this in the general channel so that you can get it. Oh, that is not the GIF. Here, there you go.
Yeah, there's like no way in a million years I would have got that.
Yep, that is what Merrick Swiftwind looks like sitting on top of Brandon and Brent. It's fantastic, isn't it? For anybody that's listening to this in the podcast form, if you search Dalton Castle and the boys and just watch any time that he sits, there's a professional wrestler that is the party peacock, and he comes out with the boys and he sits on them, and they're fantastic, but they don't talk, and they're like little rambunctious pets. It's fantastic.
I did not realize that was also I thought that was like I thought it was like the boys, like the Amazon show.
Nope.
No.
This pillow fight would have went a whole lot different if that's what we're referencing. Oh, there's huge hypodermic needles in the pillows. That's great.
There's a explosive, and it might end up somebody's ass. I don't know. Don't go invisible.
But you're going to see Merrick stand up, and then a puff of smoke hits both of the boys, and both of them turn into peacocks. And he looks down and goes, the polymorph spell wore off. Boys, back to your cages. And the two peacocks go running off. And he says, that was fun though, wasn't it? I think now we can paint each other's nails, gossip a little bit about what's going on in the Arcane Circle, and then tomorrow we can approach and attack this challenge.
I have a different idea.
But that sounds fun.
This is what I was talking about. Is like this is just way extra. So we all know a little bit about each other. How about we just sit down and you tell us who you are?
He's gonna be like, I told you, I'm Merrick Swiftwind.
How did you come here? What do you study? How long have you been a student? What do you want to do after here?
I mean, I've always been here. My earliest memory is I was a little boy, and the Archmage found me in the piles of books and asked me where my parents were, and I don't remember. You know, he just kind of raised me, and I helped out and did things. I'm not an official student, but I've read a lot of books. I clean, I pick up, I help with things, and yeah, there's nothing I couldn't tell you. I found this stick, and he pulls out a staff that is meticulously carved, and ever since then, I've just find myself getting in a little bit of trouble. I'm just trying to not be bored. I'm trying to go out and get out of here so that I can explore and, see things. Also, I want to make new friends and have new experiences, like a slumber party that I read in a book once. And
We can be friends.
He's going to pull out a thing of nail polish.
I hold my hands out.
He's going to start doing Bramblespore's nails. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Well, I think there's going to be time for questions later as we're adventuring together.
So wait, you're going to take me with you?
Of course.
I knew it. We were going to be best friends. And then he's going to you're going to see, well, not you're all going to see, but Wren, you're going to see Merrick he's standing in front of you painting Bramblespore's nails, but then also standing next to you and is about to lean on you. As that Merrick goes, we're going to be so good friends. You and me, you're going to wish you never Eldritch Blasted me at all. You're going to love me. I know it.
She's going to scoot. How can she scoot over to Sal and just perch a little goblin on his shoulder and be like, no regrets.
Did you, what? Norguts?
No regrets.
Oh, no regrets.
Even one letter?
I'm offended by the little goblin remark.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to think of another word.
Like a parrot?
Yeah, like a bird.
Like a peacock?
The party peacock!
See, Merrick, this is what I'm talking about, man. And I'm sorry that you got robbed of the childhood and having friends and stuff to play and figure all this out on your own, but we can help you.
Perfect.
Lesson number 1, you don't just appear next to people and assume they're going to be alright with you, touching them or leaning on them.
Oh, to be fair, that's not really me. And then he snaps his fingers and it kind of goes up in a wisp of smoke. I'm just real good at doing that.
I'm going to try not to connect the dots and assume that you just created an illusionary duplicate of yourself to play with when you got bored, but
What?
Just just talking to people goes a long way.
Yeah, that's why I have the boys.
Yeah, that's...
They're a lot of work to take care of, I know, but it's rewarding and fulfilling. So I got everybody's sleeping bags. I don't really know what sleeping bags are, so I just went and got some burlap sacks that held potatoes, and we can pretend they're sleeping bags unless you know what sleeping bags are.
Do they still have the potatoes?
No.
Wouldn't that just be bedrolls?
I can put rolls in there, and you can have them for bed if you'd like, yes.
Yes, please.
Oh,
With butter.
I'll take the bedroll out of my backpack and show it to him. This
What's
is a
that?
bedroll.
Yeah, but that's not a sleeping bag.
If it was a sleeping bag, they'd call it a sleeping bag, not a bedroll.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. It's a bag that we sleep in. I get it.
Also, being as small as I am, I actually fit in the potato sack.
I should have stabbed that first wizard.
Wren is still just kind of perched on his shoulder and be like, I support action.
So this is where I'll give you guys the option. You can simulate the evening, and everybody assumes that they get a good night's rest, and we fast forward into the morning, or if anybody's got anything else to talk to Merrick about, now is the time.
So what kind of magic do you know, Merrick? Like illusion? I'm picking up you're good on illusions.
Yeah, that's my specialty.
Okay. Have you given any thought into how you can use that to your advantage in a fight?
No. I've
Okay.
never needed to get into a fight. So I just mainly use it to entertain myself. And sometimes it's funny. I tell jokes and I mess with people. Like, I've got the funniest jokes of all time.
So your instinct actually in that pillow fight was pretty good. You just need to shift your focus to think about how that can help your team also.
Well, that's only if I'm ever in a fight. If I never get into a fight, I don't have to worry about it.
We're probably going to get into a fight tomorrow morning, and then after we graduate, wherever we're going, I can almost guarantee you we're going to get into fights.
Ooh. Well,
The
how
world out
about
there kind of sucks.
how about what I do when that happens is and then he touches himself and he becomes invisible. And then you hear him say, I wait until you're done.
See, I was hoping for something that would contribute a little bit more and help us have an easier time in the fight. But I mean, not getting killed, that's a good first step.
Can you make us invisible?
I'm pretty sure. I've made them invisible, and he points towards the peacocks in the cage.
Do we see the peacocks, or is it just an empty cage to us?
No, it's the peacocks that were the boys that turned back into peacocks that are now in a cage.
Oh, okay.
I used them in the past. That's how I got this room. Honestly, this is not supposed to be where I'm staying, but just a little bit of record tampering, and this becomes my room. It's wonderful.
I like it.
That's all I had.
All right. If there's no other questions, I'm going to assume everybody finds a way to go to sleep, either in their burlap sacks or in their bedrolls.
I'm going to use my bedroll. I'm keeping the sack anyways.
I don't sleep in the sack, but I'm using one of the pillows from the pillow fight.
Lyra uses her bedroll.
You are all woken up in the morning, and Merrick is standing up, fully dressed, and says, all right, it's time to go. We got 15 minutes to be at the Grand Hall, and that's what we'll find out what we're doing.
All right, and for the record there, bud, I don't actually sleep. So when I was sitting up there and just kind of staring out across everyone and watching them sleep, I'm not exactly conscious, but I'm aware of everything that's going on around me.
Oh,
So if you could just never change in front of me again, that'd be really appreciated.
I did not know that. I apologize. How much of that morning routine did you see?
All of it.
Could Wren just be like kind of bleary-eyed and be like, he woke me up. We saw all.
How about we never talk about this again, and you pretend you saw nothing?
Yeah, I'm gonna file that away as leverage. So
Well, hopefully you don't need that.
yeah, hopefully not.
So let's go. Everybody good to go?
Yeah, I've got nothing I need to do.
Good to go.
So Merrick's going to lead you all down to a grand hall, and standing in the room are a couple of older wizards that seem to have quill and parchment to write on, as well as a orb of scrying. And then the Archmage will step forward and say, thank you all for coming. I apologize about the unfortunate incidents yesterday. I know you're a little unhappy with the situation, but I've thought it over. If you pass today, you will become official members of the Arcane Circle, and we will have you lead the team in charge of current investigations into the key and the artifact that it supposedly affects. I figure that would be a good compromise. We will work together to figure out what it does and what we can use it for properly. But as for today, your challenge will be twofold. You and another party in another room are going to be racing to complete a puzzle. The team that completes their puzzle first will gain an advantage in the head-to-head combat section, where the two of you will face off against each other. The winning team graduates, the losing team goes back to school for another 10 years. Is that agreeable?
10 years? That's kind of a long time.
That's a long time.
Did you say 10 years?
Yes, 10 years.
Hold up.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, so this other group, they have been studying for about 50 years. Now, there's been a little bit here and there of magic used to affect that timing, but they only get a chance to graduate once every 10 years. If you fail the graduation exam, you go back to studying. As you get too old to go out and graduate, you then become an assistant and you're just there to help others study and learn. It's just the way of the Arcane Circle.
So has this group failed 4 times before?
No, this is their first attempt. But if they fail, they will be sent back. And there can only be one winner.
How many times has Merrick gone?
Merrick? Merrick has never participated. He is not an official.
It will be when we win.
If you win, he will remain on your team if you would like him to. Or on your squad, adventuring party, whatever you'd like to call it. I think you called it the other day, it was Team Kakashi, the goblin mentioned the other day.
Unless there's any objections.
I think
I'm
I
not sure what that means. But
have an objection.
As the DM, I need to interject here, and I need to be very clear. Does Lyra have an objection, or does Heather have an objection? Because I only care about one of those two.
No, I was saying that as Lyra, because Lyra doesn't know what it means, so she thinks she has an objection.
It means wise and noble leader in Goblin.
Can confirm.
Do I trust you?
Oh,
Okay, say, can I feel like that needs an insight
4.
check.
But
Yeah,
both
can
people
I
that
insight
beat
check
Goblin are
that
saying
too?
that that's what it means.
Yeah, I feel like that's less an insight check and more of, do you speak Goblin?
I don't.
I
That's
do
15.
not.
So for those that don't speak Goblin, you may get a iffy feeling, but you don't know enough to say whether he's right or wrong.
I guess I begrudgingly agree.
This is over the table. It's just another wrestling.
I have no idea what this means now.
No wrestling at all.
But there is a hidden meeting hidden in the leaves. So what I will say now is, going back to the Archmage, are you ready to begin?
Let's
sure.
do this.
I believe we're ready.
He's going to snap his fingers, and now you are all in a room. You are teleported into a circular chamber with 4 pedestals in the center, each that seem to have some sort of symbol and a inscription on each pedestal. And then on the top of the pedestal is a brazier, and in the center of all 4 pedestals is a torch that is on fire.
Is that a fire or a bra?
Fire. But they are not lit. On all 4 pedestals are unlit. Don't do it. Brazier, are you happy?
Yes. I was wondering the same thing, so.
On all 4 pedestals is an unlit brazier.
I die in this game. Be word of death.
What kind of brazier?
It's an unlit
What
brazier.
size?
It's like,
What are
did you just ask me what size?
I'm asking the dimensions?
Hold on, I've got them right here.
Like I would say the volume.
Let me see. The dimensions are 36 by 24 by 36. And the pedestals are 5'3".
I think I heard a knight talking about a situation like this once.
You heard of what?
A knight?
Okay. So what are we supposed to do? You're the leader.
I have no idea. He just said that unless these certain conditions were met, he didn't want any part of anything else.
Oh, gotcha. I know about that. I've read about him in the history books.
Yeah, he was. Come to think of it, I never actually saw him go out and fight. He did a lot of talking.
Are you sure he wasn't a bard?
He might have been a bard. Well, he
Just might have been a
had
bard that was
Stir in
knighted.
his name. Maybe he was knighted. He could have made the whole knight thing up too. He's the
That's
only
true.
one I ever heard refers himself as Sir.
I heard that this particular bard covets enormous posteriors and is unable to fabricate false information.
Yeah, he used to say he couldn't lie
Yes.
a lot. He'd mix that up occasionally, but
Does he?
definitely.
Does he like snakes?
No. And he does have an anaconda, from what I've been understood, but his anaconda does not apparently want to deal with you unless you too have an enormous posterior. But I feel like all of this is distracting from the fact that we're in a room with 4 pedestals, all with braziers on them, and a torch in the middle of the room that seem to have symbols on each of the pedestals and some sort of inscription.
What are the inscriptions?
So there's 4 in a room, 1 to the north, 1 to the east, 1 to the west, 1 to the south. The question is going to be, which one do you walk up to? You are all in the north of the room right now.
I'll walk up to the north one, I guess.
So,
Right. So it's got a symbol that seems to be like wavy lines on top of each other. On the pedestal it says, I soar high above all, swift and free. Begin your journey where the wind carries me.
Have feather.
Above the table, how meta is this puzzle?
It's not super meta. I'll tell you, it's fairly simple. If you're thinking of it in terms of video game style, it's very straightforward what needs to be done. I might have to go back and skip the Sir Mix-a-Lot jokes. And basically, you're in a circular room. There's a pedestal in the north, east, south, and west. So 4 pedestals, each with a unlit brazier, so a place to set on fire that isn't set on fire. And in the center of the room is a torch that is lit on fire. Think Zelda, I guess would be the best thing I can say. And that's all I'm doing for
Yeah,
now.
so the best thing I can think of is to light all the braziers.
Yeah, but the clues are going to tell us which one to light first.
Yeah, that's why I said feather to see where wind going.
Could just
And
be
then-
straight air.
What's the pedestal on the east say?
Pedestal on the east, it seems to have a little fire symbol on it. And it says, I blaze with passion and strength to continue. Embrace my ardor after the winds.
Okay, so it's winds, then fire.
what's the one in the
What's-
south say?
The south says, I flow and adapt, guided by unseen forces. Seek me after the fires have kindled your path.
And
that
the west.
After fire.
The west one says, I am the foundation, firm and unyielding. Find me last after the waters have revealed the way.
So fire.
Alright.
So wind, fire, water, earth.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
north, east, south, west, then. Alright, so I guess Lyra will take the... I don't know, you said there's a torch there?
Yep, seems to be a torch.
So
Lit
Lyra
torch.
lights them north, east, south, and then west.
Anybody stopping her, or is everybody just letting this happen?
No, I think that's the right answer.
I'm gonna let it go.
All right. So after you light the final brazier in the west, all of the pedestals start to hum and are lit up with a bright white light, and then a door opens at the edge of the room, and you are able to walk through if you want to.
I'll head through the door, shield out.
I'll follow.
Lyra follows.
Ren goes.
All right. So you walk through the door, and you appear to be in what looks like a little Colosseum type area with a similar door on the opposite end of the circle that you're in. You step out, and almost seconds after you finish stepping out, another group steps out opposite you on the other end of the room, and it appears to be a little deep gnome, a wood elf, a half-elf, a human, a half-orc, and walking next to the deep gnome are 2 little tiny, almost made of energy dragons. One that seems to be green and blowing everywhere, and one that seems to be made out of fire. And you hear the Archmage, congratulations! You just barely beat the opposing team. So you will get first pick on a set of magical items for the following combat test. And a box is going to come up in the middle of the room.
So do we not have our normal stuff on us right now? Like, normally Lyra carries a short sword and a short bow and all that. Does she not have that right now?
No, you totally do.
Okay. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Sorry.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Sorry.
I guess Lyra goes up to the box and opens it.
All
Is
right.
it full of donuts?
No. There is one box. In the box is a couple of things. The first thing you see is a set of rings that all seem to have a few symbols on the. There's 2 rings that have symbols on them. You see a quiver that seems to be made out of ornate leather with some runes carved into it. You see a scroll, and you see 2 stones that are glowing with energy.
Lyra will grab the quiver unless somebody has any objection to that.
Is it only like one person that is doing the combat, or is it like all of us are doing the combat?
Are you asking the Archmage or out loud, or?
Both you and the Archmage?
The Archmage, you hear his voice. Yes, this is group combat. We're testing you as a group, so you will all have to pass.
Oop.
So if you take a look in, you will notice the 2 rings. One of them seems to have, it looks like the same symbol from wind or air in the previous room on it. Wren, you're going to recognize the symbol on the 1 ring.
Okay.
It matches a thing me and you have talked about.
Yeah.
Another ring has a giant shield with a sword sticking through the shield. And then you have the 2 glowing stones.
Do I know what the stones are?
They just look like glowing stones to you, but there is a slight pull for both Bramblespore and Ritz that are asked that you're not like compelled to go for the stones, but you have like a little itch that makes you slightly more curious about the stones than everybody else.
I kind of want to check out this one.
Me too, I follow.
Do we get to take one thing each or one thing as a group?
Are you asking me again, or are you asking the Archmage?
No, the Archmage.
You may each take 1 item from the box. I've specially prepared it myself. We had a box for each team. We have 1 item that we think will help each of you in a specific way. It's up to you to figure out what items in your specific box is fit for which members of your team. Think of it as the beginning part of the test.
Wren is going to take the wind ring and put it on.
Okay.
And she's going to lift up the other ring and show it to Sal. Like, show him the sigil on the top.
I'll take the ring and put it on.
Right. So when you put the ring on originally, you didn't feel anything. But then when Sal puts the ring on, you both feel... You feel fortified, in essence.
Oh, God damn it,
feel
warrior.
like you have a shit ton of... Like, you're healthier than you normally would be.
God
you feel
damn it.
inextricably tied to each other.
God
What?
damn it.
What?
You called it.
So,
Fair enough warning, I
mechanically,
respect it.
Can I take off the ring
Mechanically.
and throw it? Can I take off the ring and throw it at Warrior Man? Like, not the Archmage, at Warrior Man.
you try to take off the ring, but it is stuck on your hand.
Damn it.
Now, mechanically, Sal and Wren share an HP pool. So, lowering Wren to 0 would not kill her unless Sal is also lowered to 0, but any damage to Wren after she hits 0 will take out of Sal's life points and vice versa. So Sal is now a tank with a massive health pool unless Wren dies or runs out of health and continues to take damage.
Sal, buddy, how much health do you have?
What if Sal drops before Wren?
Then
I'm
they're
fucked.
still both up. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Sal's you're both up until both of your health is done. So if both of you, or if all of the whole health pool goes down, you both drop at the same time. But you're both up until you're both down.
Do we share armor?
Nope.
God damn it.
You've got your own individual armor class, but you are
Damn it.
magically linked in your vitality there.
I'm sorry.
This is fun. Just stay next to me.
Did you say there was a bow with the quiver, or was it just the quiver?
Just a quiver.
Okay. Lyra's gonna reach in for the quiver.
Yep. So you've got a quiver. You
Of
are able
how many
to
arrows?
It has an arrow, like 3 arrows sticking out of it. But what's fun is it seems to have 3 different compartments in the quiver.
Okay.
And you'll notice in a large compartment, there's like 2 different compartments. One that seems to hold arrows, and there seems to be something in the one compartment that you'd have to flip over or reach in to grab. But the other compartment seems to have what looks like the end of a spear or a javelin, and then in another compartment there seems to be Sorry, yeah. One seems to have almost a bow inside the compartment with a spear next to it. And then in the middle compartment, there seems to be like a javelin.
Okay.
But I will say you also realize that there's no way a real javelin would fit inside of a quiver, so you don't really know what it is unless you try to pull it out.
Right. Okay. I'm not trying to do that yet.
Who else does what?
So I take one of the gemstones.
You take one of the gemstones and you feel just an overwhelming urge to touch it to your jacket.
I do that.
Weren't we talking about your mushroom thing kind of giving you feather fall or like bouncing so you didn't take fall damage?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because in the item description it says this spongy mottled brown vest is several inches thick and composed of woven strips of preserved fungus. The vest feels soft to the touch and springs back into shape no matter how badly compressed. Its magic keeps the vest fresh and whole despite constant wear and abuse. A mushroom vest protects you from impact trauma. When wearing the vest, you treat any fall as if it were 20 feet less when calculating damage, and it says it casts Featherfall.
Yep, so all of that is now true. If you touch the stone to your vest, then it goes from just being a mushroom vest to all of that.
So I do that.
Cool. Your vest kind of hums with energy.
Yes.
Now comes the big question. Lewis, Ritz, do you trust me enough to touch your stone and see what it does?
Absolutely not, but I still grab the stone.
So you get the same urge that he does, but for your cloak.
You mess up my cloak, I will kill your character with power word kill.
That's not a thing you can do yet. Do you want to roll the dice and find out what happens if you touch it to your cloak?
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
You touch the stone to your cloak, and then your cloak. Like, have you ever seen like those like weird things in some parks where like the silkworms cover everything with silk and it gets like this white coating to it, and then it catches on fire and it just like a quick burn and then disappears?
Yeah.
You touch it to your cloak, and your cloak from the bottom up seems to almost catch on fire, but not like a big burning fire, just a small controlled fire, and completely disappear. And your cloak disappears completely to the point where you no longer feel it on you.
I begin to cry a little bit, try not to make it noticeable.
You'll notice just a little bit of something catches the corner of your eye, and you'll realize that your cloak has gone invisible. If you wrap it around yourself, you can go invisible as well.
I try it right away.
You are now invisible.
Ritz, where'd you go?
I'm gonna scurry behind Wren and scare her.
Okay, you are standing right behind Wren, but she doesn't see you.
I appear. Abu.
Well, she's not back yet, so you're gonna have to wait a minute.
That is my held action.
Okay.
For when she returns, I become visible.
And then, Sal, you'll also get a distinct feeling that as you two are linked, you and Wren, you have the ability, mechanically, once per day, or once per long rest, you can swap your armor classes for one round of combat.
Alright.
So if you wanted to give her your higher armor class, you can do that for a round, once per long rest.
Now is that just total AC regardless how that works? Because part of my armor class is my shield.
Yep. You basically give her your resiliency. So if your armor class is like 19, for that turn, she would get 19 and you would take her AC for that round of combat.
Okay.
Just as a optional get down, Mr. President kind of thing.
So are we pausing while Wren comes back, or can I ask what the other group looks like?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How they're kitted out?
You are going to see what appears to be, there's a little deep gnome that is flanked by the two pseudo-dragons. There appears to be in wizard robes a half-elf and a human, a male and a female. And then there is the half-orc, seems to have a bandana on his head, a scimitar in his hand, and a dagger in the other hand. And then there seems to be, walking behind them, somebody in really extravagant clothes that does not seem to have any weapons whatsoever. And they are walking towards you.
So the gnome with the pseudo-dragons and then the human and half-elf, all three of them are in wizard robes?
No, the deep gnome is in normal gnomish attire. He doesn't look out of place. He doesn't look like he's a typical any class, so to speak.
Alright.
And if nobody's doing anything before they get to you, they are going to show up and step aside as the well-dressed gentleman steps forward. And He looks at all of you and says, "Hello! My name is Horatio Bartholomew Montgomery III, and this is my adventuring party. I hope you're ready to lose." And then he sticks his hand out to shake your hand.
To who?
To whoever is out front, so I'm assuming Sal.
I'll look down at his hand, then up to him, and then I'll kind of, keeping my eyes on him, I'll turn my head towards the direction of the Archmage. I'm assuming you have magic in play to keep anything we do from being too lethal?
We have healers on staff. Nobody will die.
That's good.
But please behave as if you would.
I'd hate to take the Gravedigger's time up carving a tombstone for somebody with so many names.
Well, that's just insulting. Oh, hold on. That's not the voice. Hold on. I don't know if I can do this voice again. Horatio Bartholomew Montgomery, that is just insulting. How dare you? And then he sticks his hand out even further for you to shake it. Will you please shake my hand?
I'll maintain eye contact and just start to smile. You haven't been outside of this dimension either, have you?
Do you mean the Arcane Circle? Of course I have. Do you think we all grow up here like the urchin you have decided to align yourself with? My parents come from money.
Where's
How do you
that?
think I was... Excuse me.
I've never heard of this Money place.
And he's going to look up at Sal. Can you please keep your pets in line? And then he looks down at Bramblespore. Where I come from, gnomes don't speak unless spoken to. Thank you.
I call him an idiot and goblin.
The least you could do is kill the infernal goblin thing. We all know they're a blight to this, to existence. Please, don't make me laugh if you want to tell me that he's one of you.
I'm gonna look down to, what is it, one of his companions, Rock Gnome?
Deep Gnome.
Deep gnome. Yep.
Deep Gnome. Look down to the Deep Gnome. You let him treat you like that?
When the deep gnome looks up at you, shrugs, and then moves his thumb and pointer fingers against each other. So basically, he pays me.
Self-respect can't be bought, my friend.
And then
In Gnomish, I look at him. You could do better.
in Gnomish, he says back, "No, he really pays me. Like, you have no idea. This dude is rich. Plus, he's a job creator, so I don't want to piss him off. Yes, he treats me like crap. Yes, he's a little abusive, but he keeps the economy going. There's nothing we can do to fight against that."
Oh, sure there is.
You realize if you lose, you're stuck in the school for another 50 years, right?
It's only 10 years, and my father makes sizable donations. I'm sure we could fix that. And he looks up at the Archmage, who looks down at him and shakes his head, and no.
Makes sizable donations or receives sizable donations in his ass?
Was that an innuendo?
It was probably in his endo.
No, my father is a great man. You might have heard of him.
Might have read about him in the tavern stalls.
He is the lead wizard in the Ironclad Legion.
Oh boy.
Oh, well. Oh, this just got a little personal.
Is that a Captain Devlin?
Captain Devlin. Ha, you insult me.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
never mind. I know who you're talking about.
Continuously this whole time, but that's the one you picked up on.
Huh?
Exactly.
My father's name is Horatio Bartholomew Montgomery I. You have heard of him, correct?
Yep, about 5 seconds ago.
Please keep your disgusting mushroom boy and tell him to be quiet.
There's not enough room on bathroom stalls for that whole long name.
You said that, and at the second you say that, a goblin jumps out of thin air and screams at you.
Can she just flick it in the nose?
Yep, you flick Ritz in the nose.
Ow! I was trying to show you my new cloak and its power.
Oh.
I walk away very sadly.
Also, I'm glad to. This is over table. Sorry. I'm very glad to come back, and I wasn't dead. So, thank you.
Kill you without me being able to enjoy the satisfaction of you being angry. It's no fun to kill you when you're not here to be mad about it.
Yeah, we were doing a whole lot of shit talk to fill time while you were gone.
I know. I came back, and I heard the innuendo, and it was like, what did I miss?
You're all gonna hear what sounds like a gunshot.
I will immediately stab Prissy Boy in the gut.
Well, the second you're about to do that, the ground in between both of you erupts in a giant wall as the room you are standing in completely changes shape and becomes a labyrinth. And you hear the Archmage's voice. Let the games begin. The last team standing graduates. You may use any tool and any weapon you find within the room. Any spell, any tactic, anything you want is fair game.
Any tools so we can use Prissy Boy?
Any tool you want. Begin.
Prissy Boy, watch out.
And
How high are the walls?
they go from the ground of the room to the ceiling of the room.
Damn. All right.
And with that, I think, that is going to be the end of the session. You are going to have to fight these dickbags next time.
I am not fighting a bag of dicks.
You will fight a bag of dicks, and you will like it. They are both. It's going to be a mixed bag of dicks: circumcised, uncircumcised, chodes, micro, all of them.
I mean, at least he's not making you eat them.
Yeah, I only do that to Aaron on Thursdays.
Can confirm.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, if anybody's ever seen Magical Gladiator shit, that's what you get to go do next time.
I'm getting real strong
Magical Gladiator shit. What channel is that on?
D&D movie vibes.
That's what I was thinking. As soon as you said Labyrinth.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I'm getting strong Honor Among Thieves vibes here.
Hey, listen. That may have been part of where I got the idea from. But I promise there's no bald-headed woman casting magic to steal.
Gelatinous cube with the displacer
I was gonna
piece.
say, is there a gelatinous cube to jump into?
Nope. Without spoiling too much of what you're going to be able to find in there, I will say the only other enemies is the other team. But you may find more goodies, not just what was in your box.
Wait, there was a scroll in our box that nobody went for, right?
I'd hope Merrick picked that up, right?
I don't know. You guys weren't watching, Merrick. You guys were shit-talking, and when the walls started changing, the box was gone.
I mean, Merrick's part of our group. They said everyone in our group, I would hope he picked it up.
Also, theoretically, if you don't play D&D very much and you think that your character is a wisdom-based build when they're in fact a charisma-based build, and you threw all your points into wisdom because you're a big dumb who doesn't know D&D.
Did you dump stat charisma as a warlock?
Well, no, I didn't do it. Some dumb did. Because clearly could never be me because I am a D&D master and I'm really good at this game. But it's somebody who is really bad at the game and doesn't know. And so they didn't know that warlocks don't use wisdom. They use charisma. So their highest point is a lot of wisdom. Is there any way that we roll that, theoretically? Just in case
I
somebody was a
think that
dummy.
would be up to their DM, but I would also wonder if they read the class description when making their character.
Listen,
no,
will say
somebody.
that as a DM that has characters that may or may not have done that in their game, I will say that it wouldn't be a thing that would just happen. But it could be a thing if you happen to know a place that has tons of books and knowledge to maybe find a magical way to do that.
Okay.
Like a magical library?
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to find one of those, they
Okay.
might have the information you would need.
Yeah.
But good luck finding one.
Really, what the problem is that some dumb plays a cleric in her other game, where wisdom is the stat that is built up, and the dummy is just so good at this, is just really bad at the game and just kind of forgot. Also had a misunderstanding of what each casting class was attuned to, because I misunderstood something.
I mean, thankfully that wasn't anyone in the group.
Yeah, nobody in this group, of course, because again, so good at D&D, just really good at it. No errors of judgment here.
Not at all.
Me with 17 wisdoms and charisma.
It's a fun conversation while we were playing Diablo.
Ooh.
Wait, you put what?
At least we don't have to worry about a Diablo-style necromancer raising any of our dead parents or anything.
Oh, that was such a good short.
I'm not going to give out our Twitter thing because that's a giant shit show. But I will say we're still on Threads at our Critty Podcast.
No,
So if you wanna-
it's not Twitter. It's x.com.
Nope, not
Oh,
giving
that's
that
on
any
my Facebook.
credence. Yeah, that's gone. We're
it's
gonna go with
garbage.
Threads now.
Duh.
Yeah, Threads and
Duh.
TikTok because we're actually on TikTok now. I don't
True,
know if
yeah.
any of you guys knew that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we have a birthday boy as a star.
Yep, it's at
Mhm.
r.critty.podcast on TikTok or just at r.critty podcast on Threads. And I'm pretty sure somebody else in here has a card collection Instagram.
That would be me. Cruz Card Collection. That's CRUZ Card Collection on Instagram.
I have a question.
Etsy store coming soon. What?
Do you do Magic the Gathering cards?
I do.
Pokemon cards?
I just happen to have some of those too.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Not yet. Sports cards soon to be posted.
What about Final Fantasy trading card game cards?
That's a thing.
What about the
It
cards
is.
from my Little League from 25 years ago that had all of our us kids' faces on them?
I don't have those. I am not a pedo.
Okay, so only the cards that are actually fun and worth anything.
Correct.
Got it. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Anybody else do anything that they want people to know how to reach them? Sapper's home address is...
Whoa.
No, listen, this is Jeremy's home address.
No, it's only Jeremy during the intro. It's Sapper
Oh, okay.
all the rest of the time.
Sorry, forgot about that.
But it's fun that Kat told me that it was Sapper's birthday today and that I had to do a special intro just for him. So I thought it would be fitting.
Why
That
did you
in-game-
say that?
I thought it would be fitting that in-game, now their characters are tied together, so if he kills her, it also hurts him.
I mean, a warrior's life is pain anyway, so.
Throw me under the bus.